I mean, look, we in the red pill, we talk all the time about how women are children. Okay, I guess you're actually, just confirming as a wife that you're actually just yet another child that I have to take care of.
You're jumping to the conclusion. We've not yet developed
Oh,
that
okay, my
point.
bad.
Let's continue.
Teaching 30 plus kids. In my teaching career, I taught every grade between 4th grade and 8th grade. And what works well for parents at home is completely impossible for a classroom teacher to do. Even though schools are actually pushing for a lot of these methods to replace traditional methods in schools today. But of course, in a classroom, there cannot be an infinite amount of choices. There are very rigid time requirements. There's classroom rules. There's learning targets that are often out of control of the teacher. There's assignments to be completed. There's class discussions to be had. A teacher's agenda is often packed from the time a student walks in to the time they leave the classroom. And we just don't have the ability to hear about the fact that a student doesn't like an assignment or doesn't want to do it. We don't have time to process with kids every time an emotion comes up. And we have to constantly think about how the actions of one student affect the entire classroom environment. Example, I found that as a teacher, it was difficult to even tell a student that they needed to move to a different seat. They wanted to know why. They wanted to argue back. They wanted to negotiate. They wanted to tell me that I was doing my job wrong, and on and on and on. And then I would often get emails from that kid's parent also wanting to know why I would dare ask their student to switch seats. Now, the tricky thing in a classroom is there could be 10 different reasons why a student is being asked to move. And some of those I may not even be able to share with a student. For example, seats might have to change because of a student's IEP or 504 plan. There might be a bullying situation going on in the classroom where I need to separate students. And it could be as simple as two kids are sitting together and they distract each other and get each other off task. But I shouldn't have to explain all of that every single time I need to move somebody's seat. Even if they weren't the one doing anything wrong, a teacher has to have the ability to make simple decisions like that in the classroom. But with a gentle parented generation, it seems like the smallest things that a teacher asks a student to do turns into...
So, okay, I wanted to carry it through that last point. Teacher makes a decision. You need to move over there. Sit over there. I'm separating you two. Well, why are you doing this? You need to justify this. You need to explain to me the reason. No, you're just going to do it. Oh, then the parent calls up. Oh, you moved Sally. Why did you do this? Now, in a marriage relationship, theoretically, the man is the head. And he can make a decision. And it could be a trivial decision like, you need to go over there. It's not an extreme decision, but his wife can ask him, why are you telling me to do this? You need to explain yourself. You need to justify it. You need to convince me. I don't like this. You know what? I'm going to talk to my the church family and tell them that my husband made me do this. And then they're going to go to him and they're going to ask him, why did you make her do that? It was just a decision.
Yeah.
Does he need to
Welcome to
justify
what
his
was 11 years of
decision?
my life. Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
but then they'll call the elders. They'll call the elders, call the pastors, and they'll beat down on you. Be like, you need to serve her needs better. You need to be loving. Just because you're the head doesn't mean you have the power and authority to make a decision or tell her what to do.
And if you're not in a church, who do they call? Steve, who do they call if you're not in a church?
Oh, they can call the police.
Oh, yep.
They,
Hey,
it
man,
was,
your existence. My shirt. It said I have a shirt. It says my existence equals abuse.
It's some type
Man, the
of
very
abuse
fact of
if you
your
tell her.
existence, you are.
Okay, so you have people. Well, okay, what I want to establish here is she's talking about gentle parenting. This is how children are brought up these days, with this gentle parenting approach. And who do you think came up with this concept, this idea of gentle parenting? Yeah, think it was the man or the woman? Just a wild ass guess. Who do you think it was, Nick?
I didn't catch the first part of that.
Oh, do you think this concept of gentle parenting was promoted by men or by women?
Oh, women for sure.
Oh,
100%.
okay. So it's women trying to control the environment. And why do they try and do this? So no one gets their feelings hurt. Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's the social. It's just trying to get everybody get along. Everybody get along. Nobody gets
Okay,
along.
so
Straight fucking
so-
chaos.
you cannot have gentle parenting within a hierarchy. You cannot do it. So if you have gentle parenting, you have gentle husbanding. They go together.